This is it. Last stretch of New Mexico. 100 miles, and I'll be at the border of Colorado. You know, I don't think I've actually ever seen an electric fence. This has got to be my first. Damn, and I just peed too. So yesterday I got into Ghost Ranch midday, and instead of taking a 0, I just figured I'd do my chores today, wait for the heat to die down a little bit, and just hit the trail around 4 now for some half-day action. Well, this is basically it for the desert landscape. By tomorrow, I should be in some rolling green hills and, you know, kind of transitioning into mountains, a more Colorado-esque landscape, if you will. Anyways, really digging these colorful canyons. Going out with a bang for sure. Well, this certainly isn't the way. I guess I missed a turn a while back. It's funny though, there were Karens marking the way, you know, like, come this way, it's a dead end. Anyways, get to go down this nice rock slide slope again. So I got that going for me. Blue blaze up there, so I guess the trail goes up here. Not really that clear though. And just like that, the desert basically ends here. Wow, this one's pretty gross. Should have got water from the last tank. Oh well, another one in 7 miles. I got 2 liters. It'll get me through till tomorrow. That's something you don't see every day. Well, this is where I'm gonna camp, so I think this guy will protect me in my sleep. Or haunt me. I haven't figured it out yet. And over the top of this dirt road we have, looks like mountains. Colorado, she's getting close. Trough water. Out of the way, T-Bone. So in New Mexico, it seems like anywhere there's water, there's cows. And where there's cows, that water's polluted. I guess I never realized how widespread ranching is and how much impact it has on our water sources. So I was just walking down the trail here and found this piece of obsidian arrowhead. So this is really cool. WTF indeed. What happened to the trail? This area sucks with all these downed trees. It's been pretty slow going. Hazardous schmazardous. And I don't see any of those ribbons to follow anyway. Well, the days are getting longer now, and that means more daylight and more time to get more miles in. So I found myself hiking later into the evening, basically until half hour before it gets dark, pretty much every night. On the bright side, that means I don't get up early, and for me, I hate waking up by an alarm. And no matter how much sleep I get, if I have to wake up by an alarm, I just wake up pissed off. So if you let yourself wake up naturally, you start the day in a lot better mood, I found. Gate with no fence. That's about as secure as they come. It appears somebody wants to be tread upon. So I've been on trail for a while now, and I'm pretty well acclimated to life on trail, I think. And for me, what I'm really digging about this whole experience is just, you know, how free you feel and how straightforward life is. You know, in the real world, you've got a lot of options, you've got a lot of things to think about and consider. And out here, it's straightforward, you know. You put one foot in front of the other, get from point A to point B. And it ain't easy, but it's straightforward. You know what you got to do, and you just do it. And then, of course, the freedom to just really not have to worry about anything else except things that are right now and in the moment. And that's really hard to come by, I think, in regular life. Morning day 40. Just saw a couple of elk over there in the tree line. A few more last night. There's been tons of them around lately. Lots of mosquitoes too. They were really thick last night and even this morning, so wasn't really expecting them this early on, but yeah, here we are. It's 2 more elk. Pretty much every day. No deer, just elk. So I'm 25 miles from the border of Colorado now. I should make it there sometime tomorrow morning. And landscape's changing. It's starting to look a lot more like what I expect Colorado to look like. It's kind of nice to just see it unfold before you and watch that transition from, you know, one state to another, one landscape to another, desert to mountains. Sometimes it's more gradual, and other times it seems like you just go right over a mountain, and on the other side it's a whole new world. the first natural lakes I've encountered on the CDT. I'm trying to think of any other lakes I've seen in New Mexico. I can only think of Snow Lake on the north end of the Middle Fork Gila River, and that was man-made. Alright, cool. I get to walk on the edge of something. Looking back on New Mexico, it was a lot of road walking, but you know, a lot of the walking was pretty easy, to be honest. And I think I'm going to be taking that for granted a little bit when I get into Colorado, knowing, you know, how much harder it's going to be there with the elevation gain, the snow, wet weather, and all that. And you know, in New Mexico, things are pretty easy. You just get up and walk. You never have to worry about getting rained on. I just found New Mexico to be a pretty good way to cut your teeth into the CDT, and I just can't imagine going southbound and starting in Glacier and all that snow and things like that. I mean, I think this is the perfect way to kind of ramp you up and get you into shape for the challenges that lie ahead.
This is one of the better camps I've had yet to date. Was kind of worried about the rain, and I already got my miles in, so I stopped around 6 o'clock, set up right by this stream. It's kind of nice, got to soak my feet a little bit. It's morning day 41. About to cross over into Colorado here in a little bit. Apparently this dirt road doesn't get used very much. We've got less than 2 miles to the border of Colorado. It's just been down tree after down tree and a bunch of mud. It's a really shitty trail. Woo! 752 miles, just made it to Colorado. This is the state borderline. Pretty underwhelming. But 41 days, 752 miles. Welcome to Colorado. As you can see, Colorado is guarded, heavily guarded by this barbed wire fence. Keep them New Mexicans out. Well, first view of Colorado. It's already pretty impressive compared to pretty much anything in New Mexico mountain-wise.
Damn. Get used to this. Well, this is Cumbres Pass, where I'll hitch into Chama. Haven't had to do a whole lot of hitching yet, but that's all about to change in Colorado.
Well, now I'm in Chama, so I got some supplies sent to me to better cope with the conditions in the mountains. I got some extra contacts to resupply my bounce box, fleece hat,
puffy jacket here. Extra resupply stuff for the bounce box. Dad gave up on getting this sleeping. That's all he got. That's funny. 20-degree sleeping bag. Micro spikes. Decided no on the ice axe, so we'll see how that goes. Mosquito head net, because they are out in force now. Vitamins, contact solution, odor-proof bags for my food, compactor bags to line my backpack, and some gallon bags. I've hiked 755 miles or so. So I just thought I'd show you what my feet look like. So I got pretty strong calluses here along the edges of my heel, and it pretty much goes all the way around. Just basically calluses forming on like the edges of the toe, and a little bit of rubbing. I had a blister in between these two toes in the beginning, which popped. And a little bit of skin kind of coming off on the inside of the toes, but really not too bad. A little bit of skin that's sort of worn off on the tip of the middle toe. Nothing major, nothing that's really bothering me. Really, my feet aren't doing too bad at all. But my calluses are super thick, and when they get wet, they really rub and kind of irritate the side of my foot a little bit. So I notice it helps if I shave off a layer of the callus in town.